Hi everybody, my name is Sarah Olson and I teach robotics and computer programming. In this video, I'm going to tell you all about robotics. Let's get started. So as I mentioned, I teach both robotics and computer programming, and we're going to focus in this video about robotics. Here are two of the builds that we do in our classroom, and I'll go over some of our projects in a second. A little background about me. I've been teaching for 35 years. My original degree was in English, and I have a minor in computer science. And I've spent a lot of my years teaching keyboarding and Microsoft Word and become a technology specialist. I also taught history, and most recently, in the last 4 years, I've earned my CTE certification so I can teach robotics and programming. The basic thrust of this class is to learn the engineering design process. So how to think about attacking a problem, coming up with an idea, selecting the best idea out of those, build your robot designed to solve the problem, evaluate it and present the results, and then go through the whole cycle again. So we talk a lot about how failure is a great thing because it teaches us what we need to eliminate and what we need to improve on. So I tell the kids, as much as I am interested in the final product, I really want to see you going through these steps to learn how to think in an engineering kind of state of mind about problems. We will be using the EV3 Lego Robotics, and they've actually discontinued this model. So we'll only be using these for another year or two, and then we're going to move on to the VEX computers, VEX robotics. So for now, we have robots which have a variety of sensors and motors that we can use to perform different functions. We also use their proprietary software, which is just a drag and drop software, which they have to identify, okay, which part is going to move the motors, which part is going to activate the sensor, and so forth. It's pretty basic, and most kids pick it up really quickly. Now, what we'll do in this class is we will, first of all, I'm just going to do a review of what they learned in 6th grade. So most every 6th grader, if they were in the district, they had an introduction to EV3. So I just like to spend the first week or so reviewing the concepts so that they're up to speed. Then we're going to build a race car in which, as you can see from this video, they build a car to race against another car, and they have to go a certain distance in a certain amount of time. So what you have here is the timer, and then we have another kid over here just in case it's a kind of a horse race and they want to do a photo finish. And then we have a neutral party starting the bots, and then the kids who created those bots sitting behind. So that's our first real competition. Then we get into the battle bots where they try to push another bot off of a platform. It's all very safe. We do a gyro sensor lesson where they navigate through a maze. We do some advanced builds like, I'll just jump back to the advanced builds. This elephant is one of the advanced builds where it will walk, trumpet, pick up things with this trunk. We'll also do a competition where you'll build a bot that tries to tug of war with another bot and see who can pull the other person off of their area. And then our final project, and the one that weighs most on their grade, is they're going to research a problem and then build a prototype of a robot that might help solve that global problem. And lastly, I just want to put in a plug for my advisory committee. So part of the reason we get so much money funded by the state is because we're under a CTE or CCR program. So we get special monies from the state as long as we follow their rules. And one of the rules is that they want us to have a committee of people in the community, parents who are involved in this particular STEM course. So I would be looking for people who are working in the robotics industry or even if they were working in programming. And the reason that is because we want to make sure we're kind of keeping up as best we can with what the current models of instruction are, or what people are using in their jobs. So we're just following what industry standards are. So if you're interested in joining this fun committee, please send me an email, sarah.olson@mercerislandschools.org, and we would love to have you. I'll be sending out further updates throughout the year, or the trimester, and I'm looking forward to a great trimester. Thank you.